Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Kevin Johnson. Johnson was shot and killed on Thursday, July 11, 2019, in the 100 block of West 74th Street in the Florence neighborhood of South LA, according to LA County coroner records. Tyreek Williams was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. Video footage from multiple surveillance cameras show that on July 10, 2019, at around 11:26 p.m., defendant Williams and another man got into a stolen silver Buick that was parked near a house associated with the mass Swan Bloods. The Buick traveled to West 74th Street and at approximately 11:35 p.m. was slowly driving east. As the Buick drove down the street, three individuals ran from the driveway at 158 West 74th Street, and a fourth individual ran west on the sidewalk. At the same time, AA was leaving her home on West 74th Street in her Toyota Camry, a few houses down from 158 West 74th Street. The Camry was in the driveway when AA and her three minor children got into the vehicle. AA's 3-year-old son was seated in the back driver's side seat. Her 6 and 7-year-old daughters were next to him in the back seat. AA backed the Camry out of the driveway so that it would ultimately face east. As AA was backing onto the street, she heard several gunshots being fired down the street. The Buick drove around the Camry and the shooter fired at the Camry as the Buick passed it. One bullet struck the back passenger window on the driver's side and exited the front passenger side window. The glass shattered and landed inside the car, hitting AA's son and causing minor injuries. Another bullet hit the driver's side mirror. AA did not see the car that shot at the Camry. She heard it go behind her. A video recording taken from a camera located at the east end of the block depicted the Buick driving around the Camry as the Buick was driving east on 74th Street. The Camry pulled back into the driveway and was soon surrounded by people. LAPD officer Walter Ramirez responded to a report of a shooting at 158 West 74th Street, as did LAPD officer Daniel Hara. The officers encountered a total of 4 gunshot victims. MA had been shot in the face and was bleeding from the mouth, with a projectile stuck in his upper lip. TH had been shot in the left leg. Victim Kevin Johnson was shot on the left side of his body and ultimately died of his injuries. Another victim who refused to identify himself said that a bullet had grazed his side and showed Officer Ramirez his wound. Officer Hara recovered 3 bullet casings from the street in the area near 158 West 74th Street where the 4 people were shot. All 3 casings were .22 caliber. In addition to AA's Camry, which was in the driveway, a vehicle that was double parked in front of 158 West 74th Street had been hit by gunfire and bore marks from bullet impacts. On July 15, 2019, the owner of the stolen Buick discovered it parked on the street. She reported the Buick recovered and took it to a car wash where it was washed and vacuumed. After the cleaning, officers discovered several 9mm casings inside the vehicle. Officers also recovered a .22 caliber bullet casing in the vacuum collection system at the car wash. In a search of the Swan's trap house in connection with a later shooting, officers discovered a trail of blood in a yard leading to a bloody potato chip bag inside a block wall. The bag contained 2 .40 caliber firearms and a 9mm firearm, all of which had magazines and appeared to be in functional working order. Sample cartridges fired from the 9mm firearm matched the cartridges found at the scene of the July 10, 2019 shooting. The .22 caliber bullet casings found at the scene and the car wash were all fired from the same gun, but the gun was never recovered. After he was arrested, defendant Williams talked to an undercover agent while waiting in the holding cell. Williams told the undercover that his brother had been shot in the arm by the 7 Trays before the 4th of July, and that the Swans went right back on their ass. Williams said that he caught one of the 7 Trays on July 10th at around 10 or 11 p.m. on 74th between Broadway and Main. Defendant Williams and 2 of the homies, quote, went to go smack on them and 2 of them got hit. The driver in the shooting was a friend of defendant Williams who was later accidentally shot in his sleep and killed. Only defendant Williams and one other person who committed the shooting were still alive. Defendant Williams used a deuce in the shooting. Williams took the first 3 shots and everybody went down. He was certain he hit someone. Then something happened to his gun. Williams fired 2 more shots before stopping. Williams' gun was destroyed after the shooting, so he knew police didn't find it. He said the police hit the trap house and they got the .40. The other homie was supposed to burn the car they used in the shooting, but he parked it on the street. Following the trial, the jury found Tyreek Williams guilty of first-degree murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, shooting in an occupied vehicle, 4 counts of assault with a firearm, and possession of a firearm by a felon. The jury also found true the gang enhancement as to all counts. The court sentenced Williams to 50 years to life in count 1, 3 consecutive life terms in counts 2, 3, and 4, 2 years, 4 months in count 6, and 3 one-year terms in counts 7, 8, and 9. Kevin Johnson was 32 years old at the time of death.